If it took a league or two for us to figure out, or no, we only played this for one league. If it took a league for me to figure out that there's a reason this was old school and isn't played anymore, I'm okay with it. So why don't we go Catacombs? Go. Foretold probably won't even get to a high CMC card outside of something like taking turns. I have no idea what time zone you stream from, but I miss seeing you stream more. Seems like you don't stream as much. I actually moved, Chase Daddy. You're not mistaken. I moved. Chase Daddy 85. So I am in a new time zone. Still think the only deck I've seen as foretold is blue-red taking turns. Well, that's like combining the best parts of the Blue Moon deck, which was just Moon, and the rest of the deck is, I don't even know. That's like combining the best elements of the Blue Moon as foretold we played with the best elements of taking turns. You know? So I could totally see that being a thing. Do you deploy the Goyf here, or do you deploy Flare? I feel like deploying Flare. Is that crazy? I kind of want to just deploy the Flare. What about Street Wraith? Or what about like a split? So you're saying maybe instead of double Architects, run a Street Wraith? What about Street Wraith? You arguably cut the traverses, but... well, I mean, I think we'll have to do some measurements to the deck to make sure that it can actually pull off traverses. And that's where I'm worried, because the traverse decks like have like a lot more... let me open another copy. They have a lot more... what's the word? They run a lot more enablers, whereas for me, I was just thinking about running a Miser's Architect or two just to make the Goyf stronger to turn on the Grimflayer, not necessarily to run Traverse. So maybe this is where I'm wrong, you know, and then maybe we still stick to Eternal Witness. And then that gives us room for like one more spell, actual spell, instead of a tutor. Because I'm still happy with the one of Scavenging Ooze, and then we cut the Fairy Macabre and just run another Scavenging Ooze. Kind of where I'm thinking things go. It's like we get another actual spell. Like maybe third push. Third push might be fine, or the first Inquisition, or maybe you main board like a Raven's Crime. Nah, Crime's too slow. I feel like the meta is just like not okay with our cutesy, you know, retrace spells that I really want to run. I think I'm still just gonna get the basic Forest. I want to give us the opportunity, because we have one piece of the Armageddon engine. I want to give ourselves the opportunity to... oh, is he Jeskai with just awkward fetches? No, he is 4-color. Okay. Hell, what about Muddle? We can always grab a Witness if it's dead. Muddle doesn't find Witness. Oh, Saheeli. Okay. So he's Saheeli Kitty with a green splash. Okay. Well, I don't want to tap us off this Dismember. Why don't we shock ourselves and deploy the As Foretold? Hope he goes for Kitty Kitty Meow. Kitty Kitty Meow, because he's like, oh, well, Fatal Push doesn't stop us. Come on, go for the cat. Go for the cat. Do it. Go for the cat. Alright, so Felidar is going to come in. Wait for the activation. I usually just fire it off here. Technically, I think there's one more spot where you're able to... technically, I think you can wait for the Saheeli. I don't play that much Standard. I think you can... you can wait for the Saheeli minus on the Felidar before you dismember, if I'm not mistaken. Joe Bode says, As Foretold feels good with counter magic, though. You can tap out and still answer. Yeah, I mean, we had a blue-white, hang on a second, sorry to switch gears on you guys, but we had a blue-white As Foretold going, and it felt really good. It did. It was like, let me show you. The problem is just that it's a metagame thing, and we'll have to figure out, if we can't get it tuned, I think it was under G, if we can't get it tuned, then there's no point. I actually like this version a lot. It was just a very plain, straightforward Gideon fan club. Yes, wait for him to -2. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get the extra value. But it's like this was maybe my favorite, and we just had to tune it. The issue is the engine that you try to resolve the Armageddon off of just doesn't work as nicely. But I like the Gideon plus Pact of Negation synergy. That was something I really liked. We were testing a cast out instead of the detention sphere, which I could have sworn that D-Sphere was going to be like the bomb, and then bomb diggity, and then I realized that, well, not only is it breath decay in the format, but more importantly, there's things like, we're going to test some temples. There's things like, I don't know. I guess you could leave the snaps here, because we do technically have Pact, and then there should be an engineered. No, there's no engineered explosives in the main. I guess we're not. Did I already try Tamir alone build with Azertold? I have not tried a Tamir. I have not. So this Healy's going to minus on the Felidar. And then we dismembered it. But we didn't have a burn spell. Surprise, surprise, my color combination didn't have a burn spell to kill the Saheeli off. But at least in theory they couldn't do it next turn. I like Thought Seizing. What do you got going on over there? It's cast over the Azertold though. Just the right play. What do you got going on over there? Kitchen Finks is annoying. Path might be more so. I don't know. Like, my opponent's got a Planeswalker. Like, Kitchen Finks could be an issue. We got removal for the Noble. You know what I could do? I could take the Kitchen Finks with the Thoughtseize, and then I can strip the Path with the Brutality. Let's do that. We'll take Finks, and then I'll play Goyf Brutality. And we can do the extra mode, because Worm Harvest is fine chilling in our graveyard. I think that's fine. I think I want the extra mode. Yeah. I think I want the extra mode. Toss the Azertold, actually. You think I'm supposed to keep the Worm Harvest? You might have been right. Yeah, it's not like Worm Harvest grows Goyf. Azertold would have. It's an enchantment. Yeah, no. Jabode, you were right, because putting an enchantment in the graveyard would have grown Goyf to a 5/6. I think we sequenced that okay. I mean, it was like, I didn't really want to deal with the things, but maybe I was supposed to wait till they deployed one of those threats, and anyway. Ghost Quarter seems juicy. Ghost Quarter seems juicy. I could take him off white. No, I can't. He's got a Noble. Let's attack this Healy. Probably blocks. Decides not to block. She dies. Okay. Is there anything I can cut him off with the Ghost Quarter? Not really. Oops. Well, think about it, guys. We don't even have Delirium right here, so I think it's important to maybe not consider... I feel like if you're going to go for the Traverse, like, the deck has to be all in on that. Alright, Voice, that's pretty grindy. That's pretty good. Another Saheeli, that's pretty good. Probably copy the Voice. Nope, just plussing. Okay. Should have played Ghost Quarter post-combat. Then maybe you could have stripped white. Oh, yeah, maybe that's why he didn't block the Noble, because he was like, oh, I need to keep my white mana. That's true. That's a good point. Did not think about that implication. Quagmire. Okay, I'd actually rather have the... Well, we don't have that many lands in the graveyard yet, so this Worm Harvest isn't that great. It's going to be 2 worms. Maybe I'd rather have the Quagmire than have the Worm Harvest? That's an interesting thought. Do I want 2 worms, or do I want a Quagmire? I guess I want 2 worms. Yeah, you start making the worms, right? We can attack first. Yeah, we should have attacked first for sure, and then played quarter. This will be a block. Two worms, and then it'll be 3 worms. Ghost Critter first, then. Well, no, I need this much mana to cast the Worm Harvest if we're doing it. Ghost Critter first, then make worms? What? This thing costs 5 mana. And also discarding a land. I mean, what, did you want me to wait until... Well, no, that doesn't... I don't think Retrace has any synergy with Astrotold, so that's something else to think about. Saheeli just plussing away. Float 4 Ghost Critter land you control, tap it. Did I not think about the implications there? I probably didn't. You're saying tap your 4 Ghost Critter one of my own lands, then for 5, I would have gotten 3? You're right. Okay, so we'll take out the Elemental. Maybe we'll hit a Loam here, that'd be sweet. I didn't. Can you cast Retrace with Astrotold? I have no idea. Well, we're going to find out. It's the first time we put them in the same deck, I'll tell you that much. It's a healing. Block. I mean, for what it's worth, Worm Harvest is really grindy, and I enjoy it, but I just don't know. Might just be one of those things where, yeah, it's grindy, yeah, it's cool, yeah, it's just too slow for Modern right now. And that's okay, sometimes you gotta realize those things. Oh, I could have cut him from white, maybe. I should have tried to. Yep, now we're dead. I think I will quarter my opponent just to double check to see if he even has the Planesman. Well, he probably won't even show us. I was supposed to Ghost Quarter that. He's got a lot of white cards. I could see him having basic planes. Yeah, he had basic planes. Okay. Actually, no, this is a white source too. Sorry, I forget about this art of Foundry. Alright. For those of you who don't watch enough Standard, yes, this is an infinite combo my opponent's doing. But Moto will not conform. Alright, guys. I'm sorry I didn't make the third worm. I don't think it's going to make or break our not dying to an infinite combo here. This is wonderfully greedy. I like it. I mean, if you're going to be 4 colors, at least they have mana dorks, you know? Yep. So all the comboing off. How do we board? I think we put in the Ruined Halos and name Felidar Sovereign. I wish. Alright, so let's actually look at our deck. Yep, you got it. You understand the combo. Alright, getting standard comboed in Modern feels bad, man. Feels bad. Alright, how do we beat this thing? Knight of Souls Betrayal turns off their combo. That's kind of funny. Also kills their dorks. Pulse. Not Crime. I feel like they're ramping out. So I feel like these cards are just like, they're cute. They're classic like Loam engine cards, but they're just not. Don't know how they translate to today's Modern like they did back then. Let's run these. Let's cut something here. I think Fatal Push is interesting, but it doesn't. Well, no. If we can revolt it, it will do what we want it to do. Let's cut 1 Dark Heart. Let's cut Drown. Those are all pet cards that are probably leaving the deck anyway. I haven't been that excited about Liliana either. I think she's also leaving the deck. Alright, that's a 60. I play straight Jeskai Saheeli. It's solid. I believe you. They have Dorks, Oath of Nissa. Okay. Well, you seem to be knowledgeable about the deck. I appreciate you, Olska. Sometimes Spell Queller. Okay. Yeah, something like this. I don't think I want more than 1 Ooze. I do like Life from the Loam, I think, in this matchup. We'll run 1 Dark Heart. I miss the second Abrupt Decay. Submit. I think these are great engines. It's just, we pull up the list, what we're thinking about turning it into in the future. I like the list. I do. I think the next list isn't going to have any lilies, actually, because I think Black is hard. turn 3 for us. I'm not saying that I don't want to have any black cards, like we may